Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. Listen, so I've been trying my best, y'all. I've been seeing, all this Married at First Sight 12 foolishness go off, okay? I've been seeing about the divorces between Ryan and Clara. The divorce between Eric and Virginia. Virginia arguing with Jacob. Chris going into a rant the first time he went into a rant. The second time he went into a rant, okay? But y'all, I was like, I can't. I gotta speak. I gotta give y'all this, okay? Usually, I always come with all the stuff that's over the Facebook and the Instagram and stuff like that. But Chris really been working my nerve this season. I just needed a break from him. But I was sitting there like, who child? Let me just get into it because we gotta do it. We gotta discuss this because this man is really out here, and I kind of understand his point. But then I guess it's because it's him. It's really just bothering me, okay? It's just bothering me the fact that he just needs to open his mouth. But I get where he coming from. Let's get into what he posted. First of all, y'all, fair warning, there's a few posts. We're gonna be at this for a little while, okay? So sit back, relax, and enjoy, okay? Okay, so he says, I am pissed. I was told that some stuff was said about myself on season 13 matchmaking special. No, Chris, no one told you anything. You watched it, okay? You were sitting there watching because you knew she was gonna be on it, and you wanted to see what they was gonna say about you anyway, okay? Don't sit here and talk about something you was told. I don't believe it, okay? I'm not happy at all. I'm going to say a lot. All right, well, let's get into this lot that Chris had to say. Okay? He throws up his mean faces. He's so extra, y'all. I can't stand him. Okay, so the next post says, first of all, why the F are we still talking about the baby situation? What woman asks another woman if they actually think another woman is pregnant? A lot of women do that, okay? Let's just be honest, okay? I know women who fake pregnancies. So this is nothing new. I know women who fake pregnancies because they want to try to keep a man, okay? So don't act like, oh, no woman in this entire world has ever asked a woman, was she ever really pregnant? This is a thing. People do this. People fake pregnancies just because, okay? So don't sit here and act like this is unheard of. Anyway, he says, Paige, you clearly are a liar. We went to Outback Steakhouse in January. Outback, that's my spot, y'all. I love me some Outback Steak. Y'all better get on it, okay? And talked for hours in my car after the restaurant closed. Why y'all always talking in the car? Because you can't take us to your house? Because Mercedes gonna be there, okay. I showed you the pregnancy test, other supporting details, etc. You saw firsthand that she was actually pregnant. A miscarriage for a woman is one of the toughest things a woman can go through. And for you in this wax show to keep reliving it is BS. If y'all want to call me names or whatever, do it. But leave my unborn child out of this. It is BS and it's disrespectful and I won't tolerate it. It doesn't effing matter if you think it was real or not. The SHIT was real and affected real people. Find something to accomplish so you can move on with your life and stop talking about stuff like that. Child, okay? Now, talking about someone's miscarriage is very, 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 very a touchy situation, okay? If she said she had a miscarriage, I honestly think they probably should have just left it alone, okay? They asked the girl, did they think she was pregnant? We already heard this in the season. We heard this in the reunion. We keep hearing it, okay? It's the same way when they kept saying that Chris thinks that she's ugly in the face or whatever the case may be. It's just one of the things that they just keep replaying is unnecessary, okay? Whether we believe the girl was pregnant or not, we need to let it go. Because if she definitely had a miscarriage, I sympathize 100%. 100%. But it was part of the show. So we can't sit here and act like it didn't happen. And they had every right to ask her, did she believe it? Was it repetitive? Absolutely. But did they have the right? Absolutely. Like, Chris, go sit down. So then he says, I didn't need to use a pregnancy as a way out of a marriage when I told you day one what it was. And I kind of believe him because he did tell her day one what it was, okay? Then you say you were being manipulated. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Did I manipulate you to come to my job and talk several times about working it out after filming? Did I manipulate you when you said we were married after filming and you were just trying to have sex and you would hit me up late night because you wanted me to come through? Now, y'all, I kind of believe that because, you know, they was married, and she felt like since they was married that they could do that, and they've been doing that the whole season. So a part of me feel like that might had some truth to it. Okay, did I manipulate you when you called 1,000,000 times on the phone and Virginia's phone to come film with you at the reunion? Now I believe she called him at the reunion because she said that she wanted him there with her at the reunion. She said it. So I believe that she was calling. Now, listen, as much as y'all want to think that this man's a jerk, some of this sounds like it could have some truth to it. Just saying. Paige, did I manipulate you to tell me that Virginia was trying to have a threesome with Haley's brother and girl, and they both were looking at her crazy? Did I manipulate you to tell me about Eric's DUI and for you to lie to me? And for you to tell me he had 45 days mandatory rehab? Paige out here spilling all this. I should have had my wine. Did I manipulate you to tell me that while he was in rehab, he would be calling Virginia nonstop because he didn't trust her? Y'all, this sounded too real for me, okay? This sounded like real life if you ask me, because it don't sound too far-fetched from what he's saying, okay? I could believe that Virginia was out here trying to have a threesome. I could believe that Eric kept calling nonstop because he didn't know what Virginia was doing and didn't trust her, okay? Did I manipulate you to tell me that Virginia was trying to be a slut in Mexico and people thought she was doing too much? Virginia's always doing too much, so I believe it, y'all. I don't know. Did I manipulate you to tell me that Haley was unemployed during filming and wanted a man to take care of her and Jake wasn't it, and that she thought he was whacking bad? Did I manipulate you to tell me that you were still dating people during filming? Boo child. Hold up. Y'all, I'm sorry. Some of this don't sound too far-fetched, okay? The whole, you know, Haley being unemployed, we all heard that, okay? The whole Jake not being good at bed, she said that, okay? And then, like, Paige was dating during filming. Now, that we don't know about. I don't know about that, y'all. I don't know about that, y'all. Okay, let's keep going. I wish you would move the F on. You say you are dating now. Focus on your new man. Leave me and my unborn child the F out of it. The F alone. I feel like Chris is really upset. I don't know if this is part of the show, but the anger seems real, okay? How did I manipulate you when you kept asking me to film? I quit 3 times, and each time you wanted me to keep filming for you. They told you in front of me that you didn't have to film no more, and you could walk away from this, and they say you decided you didn't want to. That's true. She could have walked away mad times. She didn't want to leave, I told you on national television and off camera that I at the time still loved my ex on the honeymoon. That was no manipulation. You still was trying to work it out. And at what point do you take responsibility for your own actions and admit that you were a dumbass? I obviously was one too, because agreeing to keep filming with you hurt my image and yours. Leave me and my unborn kid alone. Now, y'all, this sounds like the truth to me. He did tell her he was still in love with the ex. The experts told us that they gave her a way out. She didn't want to take it. So, like, y'all, I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. All right, so then he goes, Haley clearly says basically she decided that she wasn't into Jake anymore after they had sex and it was whack. I don't like Jake at all, but for the sake of my point, I will briefly defend him. If Jake or any other man for that matter would have went on camera and said that a woman's sex was whack after having sex with them, the Me Too movement would have came out and destroyed him or whoever was that guy. This was a real marriage if you decided that you didn't want, you didn't want Jake anymore because he was whack in bed. You never gave him a real try. I said it before. I don't know why they had 2 individuals giving predictions on marriage on marriage who were horrible and dysfunctional in their own marriages. That's like asking a drunken person how to become sober. They can't tell you because they never did it. This is whack. I never forget what you said at the reunion talking SHIT. Move the F on with your life as well. It didn't work with you and Jake because you didn't like him and was never honest. You tried to lie and make it seem like it was him and then stole his bracelet. Woo! Now, y'all, that's kind of true. That's exactly what happened. And not for nothing, if a man would have said that, everybody would have been upset. Not to say we dragged Haley. We definitely dragged Haley. So what he's saying got some truth to it to some extent, y'all. And Haley was not honest about just not liking him. She kept saying, we were trying to make it work. We were trying to make it work. Y'all, oof. And then he went into it again, okay? I was direct about not wanting you. I didn't need a baby to get out of the marriage. You know for a fact that I am not a coward and will never own up to whatever it is that I did. We pick and choose what's convenient for us to speak on when it comes to things that trigger women, but turn the blind eye when women speak bad on miscarriages. This stuff is real. This ain't no joke. I get it. I get it. Because if she really did have a miscarriage, y'all, I'm sure Mercedes is really going through it. If she really did. And his actions. See, the thing is about Chris, I'm so used to being manipulated by him that I don't know if I should take this with a grain of salt or if I should really feel his pain. I do understand. I do believe some of the stuff that he's saying. I just can't get over the fact that, sir, you were still in love with a whole nother woman when you came on the show and you were supposed to be getting it married and committed to someone else. So no, you're still effed up, okay? Don't get it twisted. You're still effed up, okay? So the next post, he says, we got a lady who refuses to address her own role in a TV marriage and a bracelet bandit, giving advice to the next season's couple. What I did get from this, y'all, that we can call Haley the bracelet bandit. I don't like her either. But anyway, the real advice should have been, don't steal bracelets if you don't want him. And if he says he don't want you, stop lying on God and saying he wants you to stay in this marriage that you are in for a check, especially when the guy says, I'm good. Now, y'all, I know I heard that she asked Chris to keep filming with her because she was trying to get a check. She was trying to get the bag, and that's why he stayed, okay? And then all them times he kept saying on TV that he wasn't attracted to her. He didn't want to be with her. He didn't want to make it work, okay? And she just kept staying. I'm telling y'all, I keep telling y'all, we talked about this. It had to be something for her to keep staying, okay? She wanted the check. They gave her a way out. She didn't want to take it. Someone explain it to me. The real reason you are taking shots at the miscarriage is because it is an indirect shot at the person who took your man. Woo, child. Not she trying to get back at Mercedes. So the way to get back at her is to cast doubts around her pregnancy. She ain't thinking about you, so move on. Y'all not even in the same conversation. You just started getting your wigs done after I said something about it. You sure it was after you said something about the wigs or after the whole world said something about the wigs? Lord, I'm not going to lie. It took me out. It took me out. I'm not going to lie. The wig was horrible, okay? And she still can't get it right. But that's not the point. He said that she's trying to get back at Mercedes because she took her man. Y'all think that Paige got that in her? Y'all, it's so many sides to this. I can't really... It's like, I'll tell y'all after I keep reading these posts, y'all. After I read these posts, we get into it. I'm not going to read the one he talked about Marcus from The Bald and the Beautiful because that's another YouTube channel and I don't want to be involved in none of the ish that be going on when these YouTubers start going at each other because I ain't got nothing to do that. But anyway, he says, I am not okay. I am probably going to take a break from social media, value my life and freedom, family and friends, reach out ASAP. I am not okay. So now he's begging for help, which he needs. We're going to have to get Chris some help, y'all. I'm not going to do it. So hopefully his family and friends do it for him, okay? Then the next post, thank you, Married at First Sight fan. My camp and Mercedes camp asked her not to share the miscarriage info, even though she knew and she was 1,000% respectful. The respected the wishes. Thank you for only putting out verified and true information. But this is not funny. And y'all basically was paid $5,000 for this special to laugh about a miscarriage and make whack predictions. Move on with your life. P.S. Neither one of you deserves to be there. And I guess it's to the lady that was just up in that last picture. I can't remember her name. He says, and to the lady who asked the question, shame on you. On one hand, you want to appear to be for women's rights, but had no conviction about asking a freaking question that is triggering for so many women. I get DMs weekly from women who in silence suffer from miscarriages. This ain't no effing game. At Nicole Haynes, you know her name, okay? So he added her. He let her know exactly what he had to say and how he was feeling. Now, y'all, there may be some truth to some of this. And Chris may have some good points. If Mercedes had a miscarriage, it's not right for the world to be telling her she didn't. But the same way Beyonce was pregnant and the world told her she wasn't, she'll get over it. That's for one. It can be insensitive, we get it, but that's what happens when you go on a reality TV show. You have to take the backlash that comes with it. Unfortunately, she got drugged into the mess, okay? She got drugged into Chris's mess, I should say. Now, let me get on you, Chris. You sit up here, you want to call all these people out about, oh, you did this, and this person got drunk, and this person wanted a threesome, and this person was this, and you need to take accountability for yourself. Sir, none of this would have happened to you if you would have been honest and not came on this show to get exposure, okay? And actually stayed with Mercedes and took care of her so she wouldn't have had a miscarriage. But no, you probably stressed her out so much because you went on national TV. She found out that she was marrying some random girl after y'all done been together for all these years, okay? And was engaged, okay? Then you get to see who Paige is and you realize you don't like her and you want to go crawl back to Mercedes. You're the only person wrong in this situation. Paige may have been dumb for wanting to stay married to your trifling behind, but what I can say is that she came in this process with a pure heart, as she would say, and you absolutely didn't. So with that being said, you can take a seat, sir. Sorry, not sorry. Now with all that being said, you guys, y'all let me know what y'all think about these posts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I can't wait till Wednesday to get into this new season of Married at First Sight, y'all, because I am officially done with season 12. Peace.